Hello there everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Soulsilver version. In the last episode, we took a revisit to the power plant after some time because, once we went there, there was something new to be found. We found the legendary Pokemon. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's close by, I promise. Almost there. Almost there. Oh my god. Oops. We'll just do it this way with the slider. We found the legendary Pokemon, Zapdos, the second out of the 3 legendary birds, and the third one, you can probably figure out, is supposed to go right here. However, we have not found it quite yet. Maybe in due time we will, though. That being said, after getting all 8 gym badges, the power plant changed, which means some other places might have changed after we got all 8 gym badges, right? Well, that's exactly what we're here for today, because right in front of us is Cerulean Cave, a dungeon that is only accessible once you've completed every single gym battle in the game. However, before we enter, we got some prep work to do, because believe it or not, even the last episode was a bit of a shorter one, this one is definitely going to be a longer episode, because we got some work to do here. We are not quite ready to go into that cave quite yet, and we got some prep work to do. That being said, though, we got some surfing to do, so we need some max repels, which, speaking of which, we also need to buy some max repels, because this cave, it does not mess around. This cave is scary. There's a reason why you were locked out of it until you have all the gym badges. It is meant to be quite the challenge. So we need to make sure we're absolutely prepared for this. And there's a few pit stops I want to make to prepare for it. Of course, like I mentioned, to buy some max repels. However, I also want to go buy some special Pokeballs because what lies within there is something very, we'll call it interesting. Something very, worth our time. However, it's also very dangerous. So we need to make sure we're ready. So that being said, first pit stop, the good old Pokemart. Alrighty, shopkeep, what do you got for me? And also, ooh, the mailman. I haven't been here for a while, actually. Let's see, we've got some Oka Berries. I feel like we always get Oka Berries, like every single time. How many of these do we have? I'm just curious. We must have like 1,000,000 at this point, right? I feel like we get them so many. Yeah, look at that, 25. Our mom really likes Oka Berries. Get some Sugar Berries. That's actually a pretty handy item. I believe, if I remember right, that's for, I think that's for ground-type moves? Yeah, ground-type moves, perfect. Super effective ground-type moves. That could actually be kind of handy sometimes. Get some Tropical Berries, that's for super effective fighting type attacks. Alright, what else we got? More Tropical Berries. Okay, our mom has changed her taste. She now likes Tropical Berries. It's the new thing in season, you know? Everyone loves Tropical Berries. Get some Passion Berries. Alright, just lots of berries so far. And there you go, that's everything. On to the proper business, though. Shopkeeps, what do you got for me? Let's see. So first things first of all, you're going to want to buy some Ultra Balls, because, you know, old reliables. I'll buy like 20 of them, I think. We're absolutely going to want to buy ourselves some revives. Actually, no, we're going to have 20. We're fine. Although I do recommend buying some if you don't have any at the current moment. We definitely want to buy ourselves some repels. I'll buy like... Actually, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but can't we just talk about this, how much of a scam this is quickly? So you look at this. This thing is $500, right? 500 Pokédollars. This thing is 700 Pokédollars. That's only for 50 extra steps. And this one is like $150 more than the regular repel, but it's like double the steps. Freaking Pokemon economy, I swear to God. Maybe I'm looking into this too deeply, but anyways, I'm gonna buy some super repels. I think 20 plus our 5 max repels should do the job. I hope I'm not wrong, though. Because if I'm wrong, it's going to be a very, very slow journey through the cave. Alrighty, what else we got over here? Maybe you have what I'm looking for. Let's see, do you have it? You don't. We have Quick Balls, which I guess could be useful, but honestly, I'm not going to rely on a Quick Ball for this, so we're just going to leave that be. And now the problem comes where I'm kind of low on money, which means we got to start selling some things. However, I feel like we have some selling items, right? Yeah, we got a Nugget. That's good. Beautiful. We got ourselves a Big Pearl. That's also for some money. Not bad. I can sell the Water Stone because we're never going to use this thing. And, I feel like that's kind of it for items I actually do want to sell. Maybe the Metal Coat, because we're probably not going to use this either. Never mind, it's only worth 50 Pokédollars. Never mind, it's not even worth selling. And, you know, since the Luck Incense and the Amulet Coin literally do the exact same thing, we may as well sell one of them, right? And there you go. So, with all that money gained, now it's time for us to go into an actual next pit stop, which is another Pokemart where I know they sell Dust Balls. We're going to go over to Blackthorn City, because trust me, Dust Balls, we're going to a cave, they're going to be your best friend. You're going to want to grab some. Alrighty, over here in Blackthorn City. I'm pretty sure there's more Pokemon Centers, or not Pokemon Centers, Pokemarts that sell Dust Balls. However, this is the only one that I know of off the top of my head, and we really want Dust Balls, so here we are back in Johto. You there, my good man. Show me your finest wares. There they are. And we are going to buy... probably 20 will do the job, I think. There you go, nice and easy. And with that being said, I want to say that we're good on item preparation. However, that's not the only thing we have to prepare for when going into this cave, because as you guys saw last time, the cave is very, very dark, and we have no way to see without using flash. And unless you are a person who has played this game a million times, which granted I am one, however, I still don't feel like fumbling around in there in the dark, hoping to find our way through. So we're going to need to pick a Pokemon to bring with us that has flash, which also sadly means we have to leave one of our main team members behind, which kinda sucks, but it's better than being lost in the dark forever, so want to think carefully about our choices here. It's very critical that we make the right one, or something like that. Although, I'll be honest with you, I kinda already know who we're going to be swapping out. And if you know what we're going to be facing against in that cave, you probably already know who I'm going to swap out as well, because, yeah. They're not going to have a good time. Let's just put it like that. And so, without further ado, Espeon, you are definitely coming with us for this. However, with great pain in my heart, I'm sorry, Gonta, you're sitting this one out. Makes me incredibly sad, but you have to sit this one out. And that being said, though, since Heracross is not coming with us, or Gonta, I think we'll take that Choice Scarf with us just to be safe. And finally, the last step we gotta do is we gotta find a Pokemon with Flash, which I forget who I gave Flash to out of all these Pokemon. Let's see, was it Rocky? It was not Rocky. Not Geodude. Or Geodude. The Dew. I love that guy in Fire Emblem. Not you. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Wasn't you. Definitely wasn't you. Also wasn't you. Wasn't you. We'll find it eventually. There it is. It's our Electrode. That's right. Okay, perfect. So Electrode is going to be coming with us for this dungeon because we need Flash. And like I said, I'm not looking forward to leaving Gonta behind because Gonta's my best friend, my old reliable, my pal in need. But unfortunately, it has to be done. And with all that out of the way said and done, I think we are ready to go ahead into that cave now. However, I'm going to warn you, I don't 100% remember all the HMs you're going to need in there. However, I do know that Flash is recommended, obviously. You're going to need Surf, and you might need Rock Smash, but I'm pretty sure you don't. I think it's only if you want some bonus items out of the way. And we don't really care about that, so I'm not going to worry about myself too much of it, but just something I should mention just in case. And if I'm wrong about it and I have to come all the way back out here to go get a Pokemon Rock Smash, I'm going to look like a fool, but it's the price I will pay for looking like a fool. That said, though, all preparation work has been completed. It is time to enter one of the ultimate dungeons of Pokemon history, Cerulean Cave. Let's do it. And in we go, and immediately, as we saw last time, it is pitch black. Use Flash immediately, or else you're going to be wandering in circles for quite some time. This cave is very complex, has multiple floors, and a lot of different paths you can go on. And if you are doing this dungeon for the first time, it is very, very easy to get lost in here. Thankfully, however, since I am a nerd, I have played this dungeon multiple times, so I kind of have a general idea of where we want to go. That being said, though, let's get going. And I'm not gonna lie to you, depending on what level your Pokemon are, there's a very good chance you'll run into wild Pokemon while in this cave, even with Repels on, because the Pokemon in this cave are actually pretty freaking strong. And this here is the main floor that is going to confuse you, because this floor is a bit of a maze, made of these kind of cool-looking crystals, I can't lie. It's a pretty cool-looking floor, despite the fact it's a maze. And that's an item we can't get without Rock Smash. I might come back for that eventually, but for the time being, we'll skip on that. And it begins, the Repel usage out the wazoo, because we got a long way to go. So as you guys saw there, that one was a dead end, and there is one very good trick to remember when it comes to that second floor maze, and I'm going to talk about it when we get back to that second floor, because there are multiple ways to get onto that floor, as you can probably imagine. With all these ladders about. We're going to ignore all this. I think we want to go... Can I go over here? I forget. I cannot. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I think we want to go over this way, and there's 2 ladders we can take. However, more importantly, there's an item. A free nugget. I will take that. Pretty cool. Get some money back that we lost. Anyways, that being said, though, this ladder over here, that's to my left here, this is your main goal. You want to get to this ladder, and that's the main goal of this entire dungeon. Get to that ladder right there. Now, how to get there, we have to figure that out. And is there something down here? There's a bunch of rocks. And there's an item. What do we got? A free photo store. Can't complain about that. You can never complain about free photo stores, that's for sure. And I am thinking I'm going to switch over to our max repels for the rest until we run out of them. I only have like 5 of them though, so it's not going to last that much longer, but you know, it's something. I will say though, the coloring of this dungeon with all the purple and like teal like crystals along with the mysterious music, this dungeon has a feel to it that like I don't think any other dungeon in Pokemon quite has, and it's very cool. I like it quite a bit. Has a very ominous feeling. Also, there's no way there's not a hidden item here, right? Really, there's not. Wow. Not here either. Okay, the game is just being a troll. This game's making fun of me. It's making fun of my item finding senses. There you go. I knew there was something over here. Nice try, game. Got a free PP up. Very cool. A PP up to make my PP go up. I mean, what? Everyone's made that joke before, but come on, it's a funny one. Anyways, PP up. Do I want to use this now? I kind of want to use like to give our Earthquake some more usage, but I think I'll save it until I have Heracross on the party just to be safe. I might give it to close combat or something, because you know close combat is close freaking combat. It's very helpful. Yeah. Anything over here? No. Maybe we can try. Not that. I think we want to keep going over here. Yeah, there we go. I'm just looking for items in the current mode because I know there's like a lot of like nice stuff scattered about. Get ourselves some max elixir, not bad at all. And ooh, I see an item. We gotta go the long way for this, but we can get it. And there you go. Get ourselves a sea incense. That's actually pretty cool. In terms of our team, because a sea incense is an item, as you're gonna see right here, that gives the power of water type moves a boost, which I think I want to give onto our Feraligatr. Depending on what he has, I forget. Oh, he still has the leftovers. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think that's a good trade-off. And in return, I'm gonna give the leftovers to somebody else. Who's that gonna be? In the case of this dungeon, I think I'm actually gonna give it over to Espeon. For reasons you'll see down the line. And oh my god, the music's getting ominous. I really do like this dungeon theme a lot, though. It's very different. It's like a very different contrast to the rest of the dungeons in the game. It's very cool. You can tell if something's like different about this cave the moment you walk into it. That being said, though, I think that's all the item gathering we got to do at the moment. So I think it's finally time for us to keep moving forward. I don't remember this being the right way, but I'm gonna try it anyways. And we're back in the maze. So the main tip that I can give you for this little maze over here is that your main goal is that you want to get all the way... Oh wait, actually did I get to the right way? No, I didn't. Okay, but that ladder up there to the top left, that is where your destination is. You really want to try and get up there if you can help it. That is our final destination, so to speak. So how do we actually get there? We have to figure that out ourselves. Actually, I might be on a good path over here. We got ourselves another item. Get ourselves a free Ultra Ball, can't complain. Could be useful. Could be useful. And I don't think this leads to the exit. I don't think you need Rock Smash to get through here. I think this is just for a hidden item, I'm pretty sure. I might regret saying that down the line, but hopefully I'm not wrong. More Rock Smash stuff. I'm going to ignore that for the time being. I'm pretty sure you don't need Rock Smash to get through here. I don't remember anyways that you need a Rock Smash. If you do though, and I'm just looking like an idiot, yeah, oops. Hopefully not, though. I would really like not to have to remove one of my moves for Rock Smash. Rock Smash is freaking terrible. It's always nice when HM moves are actually usable in battle, but like some of them are just not worth it, like Rock Smash. And oh, actually, we're making some good progress over here. Ooh, we're going up and down, ziggity zaggity like. And oh shoot, I was actually on the right path all along, and I almost walked the wrong way. Okay, sick. There you go, professional, by the way. And as you can see, we've come around over here, and we made it to that ladder I was talking about earlier. Which means you're on the right path. Down onto the basement floor. And these things here are something we have not seen very often around the region. However, these are the slanted rocks that Professor Oak was talking about. This is where you want to use rock climbing to traverse through the walls. However, I don't believe it's required for this dungeon, so we're not going to bother. However, it will be required down the line, so I thought I should mention it. Go over here. Another free item, and maybe I over-prepared on the repels. I just thought I might get lost in here. I haven't done this dungeon in a while, but maybe I went a little overkill on the repels. And ooh, max revive. That's pretty freaking nice. Can't lie. A full restore that you can't buy in stores? Sign me up. And that item's gonna haunt me, but I don't have rock climb. Maybe I'll come back for it at some point. I don't know, I probably won't. I'm probably lying, but you never know. Get ourselves another free Ultra Ball. You know something crazy is gonna happen soon, though, because they're giving us a lot of free good stuff. And honestly, actually, I don't even... Before we keep going forward, I should probably talk about this. I don't think I've actually talked about Rock Climb as a movie yet, even though we just got it last episode. Or not last episode, but like 2 episodes ago at this point. Rock Climb here is an interesting move. It is a normal type move, which you think it'd be a rock type move because it's called, you know, Rock Climb, but normal type in this game. It is a 90 power move with a chance of confusion, however it only has 85 accuracy. So I would call it a solid move, but not the most reliable move. Just because 85 accuracy doesn't sound too bad, but it can definitely miss sometimes, so be careful about that. It's a little bit stronger than strength, but I don't know if the accuracy is worth it personally. And back onto the sea we go. I gotta say, the water in this area also looks pretty cool. It's like... Maybe I'm going crazy, but it looks slightly off-colored to me. It kind of looks like the crystals. Maybe the crystals are like enriching the water with its minerals or something. I don't know. I'm not a mineralogist or whatever you call them. Geologist? I think it's the word geologist, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about, maybe. Maybe I just sound like an idiot. I don't know. And I think we want to go... down. Actually, I forget. Is there something over here? No, that's the way we actually want to go. Okay, we're not gonna go over there. I want to go grab this item at the bottom first, but believe me, we are almost at our destination. We're almost there. But before we make to our final destination, we gotta make a little pit stop over here because I saw an item with the little glimmer of my eye. Ooh, Black Sludge. This is actually a really cool item. Okay, Black Sludge might be one of my favorite items in the game because it is leftovers, but with a pretty cool twist. So Black Sludge here it works the same as leftovers in the fact that it heals you every turn. However, it only works for poison type Pokemon. Every other Pokemon in the game that's not a poison type will actually take damage equal to what leftovers would heal. And you're probably wondering, why would you want this on any Pokemon that's not a poison type? Well, my friends, because if you have a Pokemon with the move Trick or Switcheroo, you can actually give the Black Sludge to another Pokemon, and it will completely ruin whatever plans they have of healing, because they'll damage them every single turn. And in competitive battling, this is quite nice. In single player, however, it's a little bit more risky, because, you know, you're giving up your Black Sludge just to bother one Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure you don't get it back in a single player battle. So, not the greatest strategy in single player, but it's still a very cool item. I like it quite a bit, and big fan of the item. Big fan. Very cool. Although I will say, the fact that we were literally just picking up some random sludge we found on the ground and giving it to one of our Pokemon, I don't know if that's the best idea, but what do I know? That being said, though, big staircase in front of us. We've traveled quite the ways in. You might know what's coming up next. Save your game. Game is all saved. But we're not quite ready to go in quite yet, because I want to do one very quick thing before we go forward. Gengar, I'm going to be taking away your spell tag for this fight. I'm going to be giving you the Choice Scarf you took off Gonta. This will make sense in just a second. And I'm also going to switch you into the front of the party. And I'm also going to heal Mamoswine because Mamoswine is kind of hurting, and I need everyone at full HP. Because if you know what I'm looking at right now, you know this thing is not to be taken lightly. And with everything all said and done, let's do this. This here is the original legendary Pokemon. The legendary to top all legendaries, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is level 70, yeah, you heard me right, 70, Psychic type with the following moveset. Do not underestimate Mewtwo at any point. This thing is an absolute monster of a Pokemon. It has amazing special attack, very good defensive stats considering how freaking powerful it is. It's basically king of all trades. It is exceptionally powerful in all regards. However, it being a psychic type means it's weak to ghost and dark types. So if you have a dark type Pokemon, bring it. It will help you out a lot here. However, with my Gengar here, I gave it a Choice Scarf just to make sure I can outspeed this Mewtwo and get some good damage in, because this thing is a demon and you do not want to underestimate Mewtwo at any point. As I immediately get a critical hit and KO it. Are you kidding me? Mewtwo, I was hyping you up for this entire time. You die in one shot because of a critical hit. Oh my god, only to me this would happen. Okay, well, I promise Mewtwo is way scarier than that. We just got incredibly lucky on the first turn. What the hell? Gengar, you absolute demon. Are you proud of yourself? Okay, let's reset the game. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Okay, time for Act 2. Mewtwo, this time, let's try to act like the legendary Pokemon you are, because I respect you a lot. You're actually one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I need you to, like, destroy me, please. Okay, thanks. Well, let's try this again, this time about insane luck. I cannot believe that just happened. I was hyping at Mewtwo so freaking much, and it died in one shot. Because one, Gengar is also a demon, and two, critical hits are crazy. Okay, let's try this again. Mewtwo, level 70 types. Yeah, level 70 type, that's what I said, yes. Level 70, Psychic type, follow the moveset, yada yada yada. This thing's very powerful, like I said. We just got incredibly lucky, and honestly, I still can't believe that really happened. Holy crap. And... no freaking way. Okay, we got a crit again. Oh my god, Gengar, you are insane. But this time it lives randomly. I don't know what changed that time, but I'll take it. So the main thing about when you're fighting Mewtwo is that it hits like an absolute goddamn truck when you use the Psychic, which is its most powerful move that it has. And also it has the ability to recover using, well, recover, which makes it a very tricky Pokemon to catch because it can constantly heal itself. And I want to try to Quick Ball just to see because it's turn 2, but no luck. Or no luck. As it keeps going for Guard Swap. Interesting. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm more familiar with Mewtwo in the older games when it comes to catching it than the newer games, so I don't know exactly how much of its moveset has changed. I believe it's Guard Swap, Psychic, Swift, Recover. I could be wrong on that, though. That being said, though, we're in a cave here, so make sure you have your Dust Balls ready. That's why I told you to go buy them, because Mewtwo is not gonna go down without a fight. It is one of the hardest Pokemon to catch. It has a... oh, it has Psycho Cut in this game. That's actually really freaking cool. Alrighty then. I think what I said back then, it's not Psychic that's the strongest move, it's Psycho Cut. Which, admittedly, is actually weaker than Psychic because Mewtwo's special attack is way harder than its attack. But its attack is no slouch either. Like I said before, this Pokemon is a jack-of-all-trades powerhouse. But it's still very freaking cool that it has freaking, what do you call it? Psycho Cut over Psychic, because Psycho Cut's just a cool move. Like, it's called Psycho Cut. How can you not think Psycho Cut's a cool move? It's got a sick name. One. Okay, there's one. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, like I said, Mewtwo, you're always gonna be fighting in a cave. Make sure you have your Dust Balls ready. You can try a Quick Ball if you wanna, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's freaking Mewtwo. This thing has a catch rate of like 3 out of 255, so its odds are very low for catching. Especially at full HP, even with a Quick Ball. And I don't know if you can get Timer Balls in this game. I have still not looked up into it, but if you can get Timer Balls, you're probably gonna get some Timer Balls too, because they're gonna help you quite a bit during this battle. And maybe Mewtwo doesn't have Recover in this game. It's going for a Power Swap. Maybe I'm just remembering the old battle. I thought I had Recover in this game too, but maybe I'm wrong. If it doesn't have Recover, it actually makes it a lot easier to catch, because the main thing about catching Mewtwo in the original games is that it hit like an absolute truck, and whenever you're not damaging it, it just heal off all your damage like immediately with Recover, because like, most people who walked into this cave, they walked in here with like level 50 Pokemon like I'm doing now, against a level 70 Mewtwo, who at the time of the original game's release, was easily the strongest Pokemon of all time. Nowadays, Mewtwo is still, like, you know, one of the strongest, but it's not the strongest anymore. Especially nowadays. Like, when this game came out, it was definitely one of the strongest, but not the strongest. But nowadays, yeah, Mewtwo is unironically kind of tame, which is kind of funny to think about. Goes to show you how time changes, you know? One. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. That being said, though, all the nerd stuff aside about Mewtwo, I gotta say, Mewtwo is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It has a very cool origin story. For those who don't know, Mewtwo is a man-made Pokemon created by Team Rocket as an experiment, but it went berserk after, you know, felt like it was trapped for so long. It went berserk and literally murdered everybody it, like, was created by. That's pretty cool. It's Pokemon, which most Pokemon, you know, aren't violent, so it's a nice change of pace, I guess you could say. Yeah. It's a very cool movie. I love the first movie. And the Genesect movie was interesting, because Mewtwo was a guy in the original movie, like voiced by a guy, but it's like voiced by a girl in the Genesect movie, so I don't know what happened there, but Mewtwo is genderless. It can do what it wants. It can be a man, it can be a woman, it can use amnesia, it can forget its gender. It can do whatever it wants to do, you know, it's Mewtwo. And then, of course, you have Mewtwo in Smash Bros., which I gotta say, Mewtwo being in Smash Bros. Was like one of the coolest things of all time to me as a kid. When I opened up Melee for the first ever time, the first time I ever played Melee was at a summer camp. And it was just with some friends of mine, like, at the summer camp. And the first time I saw Mewtwo in, like, a Smash Bros. Game, I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god. It's the guy. It's the cat thing. I love that thing. Yeah, Mewtwo. So yeah, I have a long history of Mewtwo, like pretty much every Pokemon fan who's been playing Pokemon for a while has, and I think we all could agree that Mewtwo is just really freaking cool. We like Mewtwo, and there's a reason why Mewtwo's like in everything they can possibly be. It's in Pokken, it's in Smash Bros. It'll probably be in Pokemon Unite at some point, maybe. They haven't put any legendary Pokemon in that game yet. They put mythical Pokemon, but not any like straight up legendary Pokemon, so we'll see. And I won't lie, because of Mewtwo's new moveset here in this game, I actually think Mewtwo's a lot easier to catch. That being said, though, I resist that, and that still did half my health. So I should go to show you how powerful Mewtwo really is. But, yeah, compared to the I was remembering, like, its old moveset, but compared to its old moveset, Mewtwo actually seems pretty tame to catch in this game. Because, like I said, before, it hit like an absolute truck, and it just keep healing off your damage as you were trying to, like, heal up your own damage. So, Mewtwo was a demon to catch in the original games. I'm not saying that it's easy to catch here. No Cerulean. Like, it's gonna take a while. Like, we got incredibly lucky with that critical hit, but like outside of that, like we're gonna need some luck to catch this thing. But yeah. And unfortunately, I'm already running low on dust balls here while I've been rambling, so not looking good. What? Okay, we got in ones, we got in twos, we haven't gotten any freeze yet though. It's something though. This was actually the main reason I decided to give leftovers to my Espeon here, because I had a feeling it was going to take a while to go down, and I figured, Espeon's probably the best at taking hits against Mewtwo, so we may as well go ahead and bring a second type with leftovers. It's probably the best idea. That being said, though, if Mewtwo decides just to go all out and just go crazy on the Psycho Cuts, I don't think it'd take long to shred our entire team apart, because as you can see, it is still doing a crap ton of damage to Espeon. And it's also the main reason I decided not to bring Gonta, because Gonta would get absolutely destroyed by this thing in one shot. They probably do enough damage to kill it twice over from full HP. Alright, that's not good, and I am still alive, okay. And I should probably not be lazy and actually use a potion for once and heal my Pokemon. That might be a good idea, you know? We have like 10 Hyper Potions, we may as well use one, you know? Seems like the smart thing to do. There you go, all the way back up. Nice and full. And I am surprised that its Amnesia hasn't, like, maxed out yet, because I'm pretty sure it's done 3 of them, and it only takes 3 of them for it to max out its special defense. Which, as another note, since we're talking about Amnesia, let's talk about one of the reasons why Mewtwo was absolutely insane in the original games, because before, way back in Generation 1, Amnesia was absolutely insane, because it just raised your special stat, and you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, in the original Pokemon games, there was only one stat for special stuff, such as special attack and special defense. It was combined into one stat in the original games, and Amnesia would effectively raise your special attack by 2 stages and your special defense by 2 stages at the same time. And as you can imagine, Mewtwo had this, along with having insane stats and incredible move pool. Like, I just learned like, a ton of different moves. So, yeah, Mewtwo just completely and utterly decimated Gen 1. Completely destroyed everything. And Psycho-type Pokemon at the time basically had no weaknesses either at the time because of the moves. Like, back then, move pulls were like very, very scarce. There weren't a whole lot of bug-type moves that hit super effectively on Psychic types, and Dark-type wasn't even a thing at the point, so yeah, they were basically had no weaknesses. So the question came down to it, how did you defeat a Mewtwo in Generation 1? And literally the only answer was paralyze it and hope to God you can kill it before it does anything crazy. That was literally it. That was like the only quote-unquote consistent way to deal with Mewtwo back in the day. Just paralyze it, or put it to sleep, and pray to God you can do something about it before it wakes up, or like recovers everything off. Outside of that, Mewtwo was pretty much unstoppable. And I am running very low on Dust Balls here, so this is not looking good. And what I could try and do, since Gengar has a Choice Scarf, what I could try and do is I can try and revive my Gengar, and I can try and put this thing to sleep, which I think I might actually do this next turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that, because I don't want to use up all my Dust Balls before I put this thing, have a status on this thing. So that's gonna be our game plan. Even though if Gengar gets attacked at all, it will absolutely explode, because it's a Mewtwo and it's weak to Psychic, so yeah. Go for the revive, Gengar, come back from the dead, you dead thing. Yeah. It's doing a lot of swapping. Now, the interesting thing is, since I was not expecting Power Swap and Guard Swap, I actually have no idea how much PP Mewtwo has, so it might actually struggle itself out, which would be very unfortunate. I'm not sure how close it is to doing that, though, so hopefully it's not, because that would freaking suck. Yeah, there he goes. Max out on Amnesias, very good. And now we have to pray we hit the Hypnosis. We hit the Hypnosis, beautiful, okay. And now it is time to start chucking the balls. And hopefully get it this time, because I am very low on Dust Balls. Off to a great start, no shakes. Okay, maybe this one? Any Dust Balls, Mewtwo? Would you like the Dust Ball? I'm offering 3 Dust Balls. 1, 2, 3. Hey, on the very last Bust Ball, too. I said, like, Bust Ball. I, like, confused 2 words together. I don't freaking know. Point is, we caught Mewtwo. Hell yeah, that took a while. But, like I said, compared to the original games, Mewtwo here is not nearly as scary. And honestly, I kind of forgot they changed his moveset for this game. Because if it had its original moveset, there's a very good chance it would have killed our entire team. I'm serious. It was that scary back in the day. Anyways, this here is Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. 6'7" and weighs 270 illivolts, even though it's one of the lightest characters in Smash Bros, which makes absolutely no sense. But anyways, it usually remains motionless to conserve energy so that it may unleash its full power in battle. And that kind of explains why it's been lost away in this cave all this time, isolated from the world that it doesn't trust anymore because of Team Rocket. Like I said, Mewtwo has some pretty cool lore. If you have not seen the Mewtwo movie, please go watch it. It's very cool. And with that, we have done it. We have caught in the ultimate Pokemon from the original games, Mewtwo. We will now go to the PC box and rest there for all of his days. I mean, what? And Wilton! What now? So, this is Wilton, how are you? My Goldeen's grown impressive. I just caught a freaking Mewtwo. Do you want to tell me about your Goldeen? You ain't got nothing on me, Wilton. I'm the champ here, not you. No, anyways. Yeah. And thankfully, you don't have to run all the way back. They give you a shortcut all the way back to Cerulean City. Very nice and fast. They're not that mean about it. And with that being said, I'm very happy Zapdos did not take too long to catch, because my plan was have a short episode for Zapdos, and then Mewtwo, I had no idea how long it was going to take, because like I said, Mewtwo can be an absolute demon to deal with depending on your team. Especially in the original games. But it looks like things have worked out not too bad. Not too bad at all. That being said, though, before we end things off and call today a mission complete, let's take a look at Mewtwo, shall we? Because I need you guys to see these stats, because Mewtwo is an absolute juggernaut. Let's just put it like that. Okay, we can also get content back onto the team. Hooray! This here is Mewtwo, and I'm going to put him right over here. I think that's a good spot. So yeah, this here is Mewtwo. Has a bashful nature, which I don't think changes any of its stats. Has the ability of pressure, which will make it so you lose 2 PP instead of 1 every time you use a move. which normally would be a big deal. However, in this battle, compared to the original games, it's not that big a deal because he doesn't have recover. But that being said, look at these stats. Yeah. Mewtwo's a beast. All of his stats are freaking great. Literally all of them. Even his attack stat, which is lower than his special attack, is still very high. Mewtwo can really do everything. It's a very versatile Pokemon. That being said, though, now that I know its actual moveset here, if you have a Dark-type Pokemon, you will completely wall it during the battle, because it only has one damaging move, and it's a Psychic move, which means if you have a Dark-type, it literally cannot touch you. So, yeah, that's kind of neat. Very cool. That being said, though, I'm going to put Gonta back into our party here, like so. And with that being said, I think we can call today a mission complete. We caught Mewtwo, one of the most legendary Pokemon of all legendary Pokemon. And we did it without too many casualties outside of my wallet. That being said, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and next time on Pokemon Soulsilver, I'm thinking we're gonna revisit the place that we've been to once before, because after all this time, it might have changed a little bit. They might have gotten a little bit stronger. And by they, I mean the Indigo Plateau. See you guys then.